Hello, greetings, my friends. This is Gillesmansillon. I am called to come back and continue to speak, to offer guidance and inspiration in those very chaotic time that we're going through. For it is very important to take care of our own inner shift. The inner shift that we're going through is very, very essential, much more important than what's going on the surface. For it is about understanding our relationship to the planet. All is alive, all is interconnected. We need to make the shift that makes life more conscious for the well-being of the planet as well. For we're serving the Creator, but we came here into form to serve the planet. Everything we are made of, and this physical realm belongs to the planet. For all belongs to the earth. It doesn't belong to anybody. So we're just passing through here. But many will not be able to live within this surround, this respect, this love, this kindness and consideration. They will still be attracted to the ego and the power, and so they're not ready for ascension. But it's just send them love and light, but do not worry about them. For we have to and do not worry about when the revelation of this chaos will come. It doesn't really matter. It is the inner shift that will free us. So even if we're not noticed by society, when the time comes, we'll be recognized for the work we've done. A lot of the hidden chaos will be is going to be exposed, but do not worry about it. Do not judge it. Do not be the carrier of the bad news and forward all. Feel the necessity to forward all the messages, the negative messages about this sinking ship. For we want to ask the Spirit to bring about a change, to have world leaders that are wise and responsible, that have administrative wisdom, that are transparent, that love and respect, that are kind and benevolent. Because if we continue to be in the fight and opposition and conflict about sending all the negative energy into the matrix, we're gonna have more of the same. We have people that are in the position of power that couldn't care less about the people. They have their self-interest, that they only see their own self-interest. So we want to ask for to be governed by wise people, and to let go of the criticism. For one person can make a huge difference, yet it is united that we have the strength. But even if nobody does the work, you can do the work and make the small step. And for very soon we're going to be able to come together and a unified force that will give us the mean by which to accelerate the change and the progress. For remind yourself, I love my planet, and I love the sun, I love the earth, I love the galaxy. For we're connected to something that's far greater and beyond anything we can actually conceive. But we're actually assisting the shift of many worlds and planets in this. The earth has been the central focal point at the edge of creation, for the galactic shift. So it is it continue to connect, to feel the key to the kingdom of God knocking on. I'm going to sing this song, knocking on heaven's door. It is in the heart. It is nowhere else, and it is the door to the kingdom of God is within our own heart. It is where the Holy Grail is been hidden. For the past is energy. We've been subjected to all kinds of energy. We need to protect and care for our own energy, our own vibration. Right now, the situation is humility. We are able to stay humble in this great shift, but to not to be too humble where we become weak and unable to act, but focus on your strengths, your passion, and act. Intelligently. And what is coming in the future is the judgment. We're coming closer to this time of revelation. It's going to be the judgment, what's called the last judgment, and then we're going to set it. After that, the new age will come. So just let go of fear, let go of judgment. Just know that you are protected, and just by being here with benevolence. And we need to make the little shift that we need. Certain things that we do that only us and our ego knows, but sometimes just little change can make a lot of difference. We need to align with truth and righteousness. And right now we're working on is a renewal to a brand new beginning, and the result will be a triumph. For we're going to move into a state that's going to be so liberated, and so for we are the next step in human evolution. It is like when you receive the ascended energy from the soul, the eternal frequency of life, the life of God within yourself, and you receive information from your guides, from the angels, the archangels, the ascended master, and from your beloved I am presence. It is like you're coming back from the future, from 100 years into the future in relationship to what human beings are are going through. So we all connected to something so much bigger. We all interconnected to each other, and there is no separation in truth. All the trees, the animals, the plants, the lake, the clouds, the stars, everything is part of who we are. We are all interconnected. For the form that we live in is often a big distraction from the inner process. We're working on an inner process, but there are things coming from the outside that are bombarding us from negative energy. That's why meditation is very important. It reinforces our strengths, and judgment is also a big distraction, judgment of ourselves and others, for we have no reason to judge, for we're not qualified to judge. For we just need to make the adjustment from the following the prompting of our soul. For the ego mission is to make us fail, to prevent us from ascending, because he wants to hold on to the power it has over, and so he will activate all the fears, anything that can frighten us or can make us feel weak, in order to. But then at some points we need for the ego seeks to understand, to control, to need approval from others. So it's very much a conditioning about learning to be to be wholly responsible, and to be solely following the inner prompting of our soul and spirit. For everything is created for the expansion of consciousness. Once we become aware of that, we're taking care of that expansion. Even if we're not aware of that, the consciousness will expand. It will happen regardless. What we need to do is to relax and to follow the inner prompting, to let it unfold, to realize that we are more than a physical body, a mental body, and an emotional body. So what we need to know is to remember that we have this inner light, this inner divinity, and we are worthy of ascension. We are ready now. And so just taking a few deep breaths to relax, to recognize the presence of our inner self, our higher self, and to continue to offer forgiveness and unconditional love to ourselves and others, and stop trying. We don't need to try we just need to relax and let it unfold in order to ascend, to access the inner wisdom. And through our intuition, we can find this path of ease. And so we also have to accept ourselves with all our light and our shadows. For those people who, I'm not saying to expose your shadows, like suffering or pain or doubts or whatever, in a professional setting or to strangers, but we have to find partners and friends where it is completely acceptable to recognize that there is this part of us that has not completed the process. Because if we're hiding it so much from others, we may be hiding it from ourselves, and we're not in acceptance. Once we accept our strengths and weaknesses, then we can find our wholeness. For this shadow work is very important. When we do that, we have to remove ourselves from social media. It's not something we want to communicate into the general public, but it is Socrates which used to say that everybody's got to deal with demons. It's like the shadow aspect. So and sometimes we're dealing with shadow aspect of collective shadow aspect. So it is about recognizing, accepting, and transmuting those shadows one at a time, little by little. And I'm gonna pull a few cards. I want to rebound also on the video I was made yesterday when I spoke about the Creator. For the highest wisdom is the regeneration. There is our cells are being regenerated. They need to be crystallized. Continue to send love and light. To ask yourself to awaken, bring as the Creator, to bring His light into all of your cells to cascade, and so they could be more ecstatic, and eventually the body will feel ecstatic. So it's very much about relaxation. What we need to understand is coming near the precipice. For we're going to make some big decisions, and the big decisions will shift. Sometimes small decisions can even shift the process. What we need to do is into the sea, to make leap of faith, to dive in, to go for it, and to not hesitate, to return to the source. And the outcome will be the faithful heart. There's this great love. This just be true to yourself, be true to your Creator, be true to your values, be true to your principles, be true to those you love. For truth is really the essence of God. And I often speak of God as Him, because I see I have sometimes bypassed the universal designed to go directly to the first source and center, the universal Father. Yet the Paradise Trinity that the Christ revealed is only the one is the only one that actually talked about that. But because everybody else talks about as a different approach to spirituality, because the gods of paradise do not interfere with the work of the local universe. It is the work of the Father, Mother, God, and the One. For that is really what everybody's teaching: the connection to the Father, Mother, God, the Christos and Sophia. So, because even celestial life, the lower celestial life in the universe, do not know. They're not conscious about the Paradise Trinity, the first source and the first, second, and third source and centers. Those beings do not intervene in the local universe. That's how there is sometimes rebellion, like what happened with in this system. But the paradise gods, those beings, those divine source and centers, have already approved all the plans of the Father, Mother, God, and the One. For we can also connect to the great gods of the cosmos. We need to balance out the divine masculine and feminine, but to ignite, to know that they are the true reality of who we are, this unification of the yin and the yang, and through the light of the sun, the Christos, the yellow flame of wisdom, but we can also connect to those great beings that live in the infinity realm of they are the One, the Creator, it's just Allah or Yahweh or Adonai or Brahma, depending on your sensitivity. But those beings will also get they took on the responsibility of supremacy in the universe, and so just to continue to maintain whatever relation feels good, but all the celestial life, the ascended masters, the archangel will always teach the relationship to the Father, Mother, God, and the One, rather than the Paradise Trinity, because God downstepped himself, and there is like the seven fathers, the biological father, Adam, the father of humanity, the constellation fathers, the Creator Son, the father of our universe, the Master Spirit, the Supreme Being, and then the Universal Father. So God has created this downstepping of energy so that to facilitate the integration and comprehension of the divinity. So, but turning there is nothing wrong about turning your sword directly to the first source and center. It's like there's nothing. Yet it is like we're missing out on the whole process. So it's like eventually we have to fulfill the whatever spiritual development we've had, our soul, I am presence will lead us back to a greater level of integration, to feel the lack, to feel the gaps in our spiritual evolution, so that we can be complete and then we can ascend naturally. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I thank you for viewing these messages. Thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing, for your donations. If you want a private session, you can send me an email. And I had my first video censored from YouTube today, because it's a video I made 18 months ago. It took them 18 months to do that. It's a video I made about this natural cure I discovered for any viral problems. Is baking soda and vinegar in a bath. It's like I'm not even sure I'm going to respond, or I'm not going to appeal their decisions. But I wrote to the DOMS and to many world leaders about it, and some clinical trial maybe. So when the truth come out, they should give me a Nobel Prize in biology rather than censoring me. But it doesn't really matter. It's like they're all following their agenda, whatever that is. And so I'm going to finish with a song. It's a song of Bob Dylan that's called Knocking on Heaven's Door. It's like knock, knock, knock on Heaven's door. Awaken spirit within ourselves. Mama, take this badge off of me. I can't use it anymore. It's getting dark, too dark to see. I feel I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. I'm knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. I'm knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Mama, put my guns in the ground. I can't shoot them anymore. That cold black cloud is coming down. I feel I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. I'm knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. I'm knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. I feel like I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. I'm knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. For no matter where we've been, no matter what we've done, there is always mercy and that is offered. Whenever we choose to return to the light, God will welcome us, so we can knock on heaven's door. It's a story of somebody that's been shooting guns, a policeman who's been like hurting people. But he realized it's no longer his way. So it's like we all worthy and worthy and ready now for this ascension, as we let go of all the judgment we have on ourselves and others. For the card of the day is the divine conduct. It's the Archangel Sandalphon. Look for meaning in your life. Envision a different approach. Surround yourself with friends or masters that have been proven great wisdom. So follow wisdom. Follow those who feel. To try to connect with the wisest people, the kindest people, the most fun people. So it doesn't mean to reject anybody else, but always look for a different approach to allow the magic and miracles to happen. There is so much that is right about to unfold. I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you very much, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.